Good morning, friends. I'm Gopal Desai here, and today we are going to discuss lesson number 2 of 9th standard social essays, First World War and Russian Revolution. Okay, if we discuss title first, then you know that First World War started in 1914 and ends in 1919. And Russian Revolution is one of the important historical event or incident in the history of world. Okay, let us start. I'm going to read the lesson and explain for you. See, the yearning of the Western European countries for expansion of empire and acquire new territories, colonies, resulted in these countries going to Asia and Africa. Thus, they established their colonies and expanded this rule. Consequently, there arose a competition between European nations to establish colonies. In short, if we see, right, in all over the world, there were two civilizations. One is, right, one is European civilization and second is Asian civilization. So European civilization, if we talked about, then European civilization contains the nation of Europe, and Indian civilization contains, and Chinese civilization contains Asian civilization. So all the European nations like England, then nation like Norway, Germany, Holland, etc., right? In short, the nations which are in Europe continent right now, right? They create a very nice, that means a healthy competition to expand their rules. They want to establish their rules in the African continent and Asian continent, exploit them, and make their country rich. So that's why it creates a war situation, a healthy competition to expand their country's power, right? And that resulted into First World War. Now, second paragraph of page number 10. The greed for colonization among Western European nations caused the economic, social, and cultural ruin of the Asia African countries. The result of this on world politics was such that the First World War, Bolshevik Revolution, etc. took place. So, dear student, let's study about these details. Now what happened, right? Due to economic and political competition to expand their country's rule on other countries, the way England colonized us, right? All the European nations before 1914 wants to establish their rules in the in African continent. That means they wants to capture a small nations of the Africa, as well as they wants to capture nations of Asia. So both these hunger, right, create a poisonic competition between European nations, and that gave birth to the Bolshevik Revolution, that's called Russian Revolution, and First World War. Okay, so let's study the reasons. Western Europe and colonization in Asia and Africa. So the Western European countries wanted to expand their empire in Asia, Africa. The greed for colonization did not spare even the neighboring countries. Spain had taken control over Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. So see, if we talked about such a things, right? Spain was an ancient empire. That means a very strong empire at that time, and it started to expand its rule on Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg. That means colonization started from Europe and it continued up to Africa and Asia. So first, the best example or first example of colonization is Spanish, then Spanish applied. Spanish controlled Netherlands, Belgium and Luxembourg. Those are European nations. Later on, some of their provinces were captured by France, right? So later France became powerful nation and it captured Spanish, some of the important part, that means geographical area of Spain, France controlled, or France took control over that. When the Portuguese king died without an heir, Portugal came under the rule of the Spanish king because of his blood relation. So see, the one of the important incident. So Portuguese king died without an heir. The way Jhansi hadn't any, Jhansi ki Rani Lakshmi, right? She hadn't any hair. That means baby. So it captured by British. Same way, right? The Portuguese king died without an heir. So due to blood relations, Spain controlled, or Spain started to rule over the Portugals. That means from where Vasco da Gama is. So for 6 decades, the monopoly of established colonies in non-European countries was with Spain. Similarly, Italy and German states became the victim of the greed of France and Austria. When the European powers were tightening their grip over the Asia and African nations, many of the European nations which had become free following the footsteps of England made many of the Afro-Asian nations their colony. Now see, very simple. Now what to do? You should, okay, that I will advise you later how to means remember such a things. Now Italy and German states, right, controlled by France and Austria. Austria is a European nations where Hitler was born. So Germany and Italy both, right, were captured by France and Austria, and European powers tightened their grip over Asia and African nations. So gradually, when their monopoly or colonization and in Europe, right, they started to colonize. They started colonization in Asia and Africa. Now see, England, right, make many of the Afro-Asian nations their colony. As you know that England is a country and was a country, right, that captured most of the territories of world, right, of prosperous territories like India, then China, then Middle East, then Africa, right. So England captured that part. Now colonialism in Asia, that is the next point on page number 10, lesson number 2. After strengthening its grip over India, England expanded its empire to Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Singapore and Malaysia. England entered China also, but due to opium trade between England and China, there were wars in 1839 to 1842, which came to be known as Opium War in history. China lost this war and thereby loss of its ports to England, where England could carry on their trade and thus expand their empire. Taking advantage of China's weakness, Japan, Russia, Germany, France, Belgium and America also acquired trade and political rights. Enormous oil resources in the desert regions of Western Asia attract the European to establish colonies there. England, Germany, Russia, America established oil companies in Iran, Iraq, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia and Bahrain and make efforts to take care of their own interests. Now If we talked about how colonialism started in Asia, then see, after England strengthened the power, right? Applied hook and crook to capture all the territories of Asia. So first it controlled India, then Sri Lanka, Myanmar, Singapore, and Malaysia, right? And then started to control Chinese. But as you know that Chinese were warriors, right? And Chinese king was strong. So it was not easy or cup of tea for England to enter into China. So they started a opium trade, right? They applied sand opium or provide opium, make them habituated and weaker their physical power and intellectual power. And gradually, when the king shows awareness, right? That means when king started awareness, then what happened? The war started because king of China, king of China King of China opposed this British policy, and that's why what happened. China and the war started between China and England. That means 1839 to 1842. But unfortunately, China lost the war, and as a penalty of war, England controlled some of the important ports. Right, important ports means as we do have a port of Bombay, Calcutta, China. Right, that's very important for our economy. Same way, all the important ports of China was controlled by British, and they got a permission, right, or they legally got a right to make a trade with their with the help of Chinese ports and other countries, right, like Japan, Russia, Germany, France, Belgium, America, right, also take advantages of Chinese weaknesses, and they also expand their rule in China. Now, enormous oil resources. You all know that West Asia, right? That means present Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, are the best oil resources in the world. So, due to that natural prosperity or good natural resources, all the Western powers got attracted towards that part and started to colonize those regions or territories also due to oil and natural gases. Now, colonialism in Africa, right? So as we saw that colonialism started in Asia, right? It also started in Africa also. See, the Dutch established its colony for first time at the end of 15th century in South Africa, right? After England and France established their colony in Cape and Algeria in North Africa respectively. The vast provinces of Africa seemed quite suitable for acquiring raw material and selling our ready products post-industrial revolution, because of which European countries compete to establish colonies. King Leopold of Belgium seized the vast provinces of Congo and established his rule. England established its colony in Egypt, some provinces of Africa and some of South Africa. France established its colony in Tunisia, Morocco, and Western provinces. Germany established its empire in some provinces of East and West Africa. Italy captured the African provinces around the Red Sea. Spain and Portugal also seized some provinces of Africa. A conference for European nations was held in Berlin 1884-85 in the midst of the competition to establish colony. Different African territories were divided among the European nations at the end of the conference. The colonial dominance of different European nations was established over the entire Africa. So if you see the map of African continent, there are many small countries, right, in Africa, and Africa is God gifted land because metal, there are plenty of metals found in the land of Africa. So all these European nations, first it started by colonization started by Belgium, right? That Dutch, right? Started by Dutch in 15th century, and they control South Africa. Then England and France established their colonies in Cape and Algeria in North Africa, respectively. And the vast provinces of Africa, right, as you know, that are full of raw material for England, and they use their raw material to manufacture the products, and that manufactured or ready-made products they sell into African markets. So they get good money from this trade, international trade. So see, as you know that South Africa is controlled by Dutch, right? England and France established their colony in Cape and Algeria in North Africa. Then middle of the provinces like Congo region is controlled by Belgium, right? The king of Belgium, that means Leopold. Then other countries, that means Germany and other countries, Morocco, right, are also controlled some of the important provinces of Africa. So in short, we can say that, right, all the African nations were controlled by European nations. See, while on one hand the greedy European nations were trying to colonize various Asian African territories, on other hand Germany had completed the process of its respective political unifications. Thus, this quickly changes, right? See, now unification, thus the unified Germany plunged into the competitions of industrialization, commercialization and colonization. Thus, this quickly changing global phenomenon had exploited some of the countries politically, economically, socially, due to which their development had stopped. This had led to the First World War. So now what happened? All the European nations mutually make mutual understanding, and they divided all the African colonies or African territories according to their convenience. They didn't do war between each others, but they do it mutually. That means they started to rule and use African natural resources for sake of their betterment, for sake of their country's development, right? And later what happened? Later the Germany, right? In there was a development in Europe, right? In between the time. So Germany and England both proven a healthy competitor of each other's, right? German King William Kaiser wants the king, means world kings, right? And that's why what happened at last, Germany and England faced a healthy competition between each others, and that extreme competition resulted into First World War. So due to these reasons, the World War started. Now you can understand, right? I'm going to advise you how to complete the exercise of this page number 10 of lesson number 2. See, first of all, what you do, I try my best to explain this page, right? And what I have completed. I have completed, see, first, the pre-task of the First World War, right? Why did First World War take place? Second, the reasons we discuss. The main reason is colonization, right? So colonialism in Africa, colonialism in Asia, both are the respective reasons for First World War, right? And why did they do colonialism? Because they want to prosper their countries on the right? On the on the base of exploitations, they want to exploit or use the natural resources of other countries, and then they control, then they want to develop their countries. So in short, due to this reason, right, all the European nations, right, expand their rules, and in expanding rules, a healthy competition started between Europe, two European power bloc, and that is Germany and England. And due to this power bloc, right, the First World War started. What you have to do, you have to read the text, listen the explanation, many 1 to 2 times, right, and summarize this point. And if you have any problem, please ring me. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.